Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible, ma'am.
மேம் வந்துட்டேன் மேம்.
Hello. Hello, sir.
Sir, you are audible, sir.
Good morning. I am Prasanna.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Okay. Good morning. Thank you.
Good morning, madam. Sharmila, madam.
Madam, good morning, madam.
Sir, join பண்ணுவாங்களா வருவாங்களாப்பா
இந்த வந்துடுறேன் மேடம். கால் பண்றேன் மேடம் சாருக்கு.
இல்ல நான் இவர் சொல்றேன், நம்ம நாகா சார் ஜாயின் பண்ணுவாங்களா?
இல்ல மேடம், இல்ல மேடம்.
இல்லையா? சரி.
கணேசன் சார், குட் மார்னிங் சார்.
குட் மார்னிங் சார், கணேசன் சார்.
குட் மார்னிங். என்னது அன்மியூட் பண்ணிருக்க மேடம் இப்போ. குட் மார்னிங். How are you, madam?
Fine, sir. How are you, sir?
I am very fine. Because you connect, this is one of the wonderful occasion, I think, you know, because in this period, through the online, yeah, madam, through online.
ஆமா சார்.
We connect. Okay. So, என்னது அன்மியூட் ஆகி பாருங்க மேம். எனக்கு கட் பண்ணி வச்சு மியூட் பண்ணி வச்சிருந்தாங்க பாருங்க.
இல்ல சவுண்ட் கேக்குது சார். நீங்க
வீடியோ வருதாமா?
வீடியோ வருது, ஆடியோ வருது சார்.
ஆனா எனக்கு வரல, ரிஃப்ளெக்ட் வரல. அதான் பார்த்தேன். சரி.
இங்க தெரியுது சார், உங்க ஃபேஸ் தெரியுது சார்.
ஓகேமா, நான் கரெக்டா தெரியுதாமா? பாத்துக்கலாம்.
கரெக்டா இருக்கு சார், கரெக்டா இருக்கு சார்.
ஓகே.
ஓகே மேடம். வணக்கம் மேடம்.
வணக்கம் சத்யா.
ஓகே. அவங்க
சார் கணேசன் சார், வணக்கம் சார்.
ஹலோ, வணக்கம். குட் மார்னிங்.
சார் உங்களுக்கு மேல கொஞ்சம் லைட்டிங் அதிகமா இருக்கு.
இங்க குறைச்சு விட்டுறீங்களா?
இல்ல நீங்க கொஞ்சம் பொசிஷன் வேற ஏதாவது சூஸ் பண்ணா நல்லா இருக்கும் நினைக்கிறேன்.
இப்ப கரெக்டா இருக்காமா? கொஞ்சம் குறைச்சிருக்கா?
ஓகே சார்.
ஓகே. இல்ல ரிஃப்ளெக்ட் ஆகுதா?
இல்ல.
கிளியரா இருக்குல்ல? எல்லாம் சொல்லுங்க.
எஸ் சார், எஸ்.
ஓகே. அதுல ஒரு
Kavit Chakra, Radhika madam has joined. I called her. She said she's joining.
Yes ma'am, joined ma'am.
மேடம் சார் இப்ப ஜாயின் பண்ணிடுவாங்க மேடம்.
Okay ma'am.
ஓகே.
Morning, ma'am. I have joined, ma'am. Radhika here. Yeah.
Yeah. Good morning, madam. Welcome, madam.
Good morning. Thank you.
Good morning, madam. Good morning, madam.
Good morning.
What's a Welcome. Welcome. என்னுடையது வரல.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning.
Ma'am, good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Hello. Hello.
Pavai sir is inside, I think VC sir, you give admit.
Yes, ma'am, we are doing, ma'am. We are doing.
அப்புறமா அப்புறமா
Pavai, you are given admit, sir VC sir.
Ma'am, he's rejoining, ma'am. He's having some issues, ma'am. Kindly wait for a few more minutes, ma'am.
Ma'am, am I audible to you?
Yes, sir, you're audible, sir.
Okay.
Welcome, sir. Good morning, sir. Welcome, sir. Good morning, sir.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Good morning to all of you.
Sir, good morning.
Thank-
Bharati. Yeah. Yes, good morning. Good morning. How are you, sir?
How are you, sir?
I am very fine.
Good morning, sir.
Bharati,
Good morning. Good morning. Good
How are
morning.
you, sir?
Good morning.
Hey.
Pavai sir has come again, I think. You just check, is there inside? Sir, PC sir, நீங்க accept கொடுக்கணும் sir அதுல.
Ma'am, sir has joined, ma'am.
Joined.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Sir, welcome sir. Good morning sir.
வீடியோ ஆன் பண்ணி விடுங்க மேடம். பஞ்சனதம் வீடியோ ஆன் பண்ணி விடுங்க. ஆடியோ மட்டும் தான் கேக்குது.
சார் வணக்கம் சார்.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Sir, இப்ப clear இருக்கா sir?
Sir, your mic is muted, sir. Sir, on your mic, sir. Sir, BC sir, on your mic, sir.
Good morning to all.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
கணேசன் சார் எப்படி இருக்கீங்க? ராஜேஷ்
நல்லா இருக்கும் சார்.
எப்படி இருக்கீங்க?
Sir, good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. நல்லா இருக்கேன் sir.
Okay.
எல்லாருக்கும் குட் மார்னிங்.
Sir, we'll start now, no? We'll start.
எஸ் எஸ்.
Madam, we can start now.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Good morning, dignitaries, delegates, invited guests, professors, and scholars. First, we start the program with Tamil Thai Valthu.
நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்தை கெழிலொழுகும் சீராறும் மதனமென திகழ்வரத கண்டமிதில் எக்கணமும் அதில் சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறம்பியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
Thank you all. Good morning, dignitaries, delegates, invited guests, professors, and scholars. It is my honor to welcome you all on behalf of Tamil Nadu Teacher Education University and Dr. MGR Educational Research Institute, Faculty of Education, for the 5-day online faculty development program on outcome-based education. Today is our first day of our faculty development program. Once again, I welcome you all. Hospitality is an opportunity to show love and care. For showering the hospitality on us, I would like to call upon Professor P. Ganesan, Sir, Controller of Examinations in charge, Tamil Nadu Teacher Education University, to deliver the welcome address. Sir, please, sir.
Yes, good morning, all of you. First of all, I thank to the organizing committee of this wonderful international online program, the faculty development program. I appreciate it. It is outcome-based education to all. In that day, it is the duty to want to me and invite all the people to attend the meritorious and historical event of this international conference. First of all, I welcome our former Vice Chancellor, Dr. Sir, our, Dr. Panjanadam Sir. We are very proud of say to you, you are also meant to create our internship and the instance of ours. It is a wonderful of our administration of our university, sir, Tamil Nadu Teacher Education University. I wholeheartedly welcome you, sir. And then I welcome our registrars of Tamil Nadu Teacher Education University and then registrar of MGR University. Both you are the joined together. It's a very successful manner. All of you welcome you, sir. Then another thing, all the present, the principal of our MGR College of Education. I wholeheartedly welcome you, madam, to join this together, Geeta madam. And then I welcome all the organizing secretaries and then joint secretaries also. I welcome all of you. It's a great success of this wonderful session of the 5 days international conference. And I welcome our VC nominee, then syndicate member, then subcommittee member, Dr. Nadesan sir also here. I welcome you, sir. And then I welcome all the resource persons, those who are much interested. There was the 5 days. They given their suggestions and then discussion on whatever the people are getting that their seminar, it's exposed to the all in the online program also. And I welcome our delegates from the various parts of the nation and various parts of the countries also. I welcome you, sir. And then I welcome all the participants, those who are interested and they are voluntary to join this together meet. They will identify its meaning. They are the focusing outcome-based education. So the outcome-based education means we introducing the different kinds of the technology inside the classroom situation. So it is a wonderful session for all the faculty members, all the students, and the resource person also. You attended and then you get it. And especially I thanks to our registrar also. So these are all the things I welcome, and I wholeheartedly welcome all the persons to gather very success of this 5 days international conference. So I once again thank all of you given the opportunity to me the convey this of the welcome address. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very
Yes,
much,
Chitta.
sir. Thank you very much for your hospitality, sir. Thank you very much. I feel very blessed to welcome an iconic person, our most honorable person, Professor N. Panjanathan, sir, our former Vice Chancellor, Tamil Nadu Teacher Education University. I may now call upon Dr. A. Rajeshwari, ma'am, Assistant Professor and Head, Department of Curriculum Planning and Evaluation, to introduce our chief guest. Ma'am, please, ma'am. Ma'am, unmute yourself, ma'am.
May I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible, ma'am.
Thank you, Nandri.
Yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am.
First, I would like to thank our giving this wonderful opportunity in this occasion. Good morning to all. Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is key to success. If you love what you are doing, you will be successful. Similarly, the great successful person of Tamil Nadu Teachers Education University's former Vice Chancellor, Professor N. Panjanathan, has an experience of 33 years in teaching, 20 years experience in administration, academic, research and extension activities. He has also 2 years full-time and 8 years part-time in industrial experience. He has made 55 international visits covering 36 countries for academic, teaching, research and training activities. He has visited 500 educational institutions in India and abroad for academic purpose and visiting professor, such as USA, Russia, UK, Sweden, France, China, Singapore, Hong Kong, Thailand, Malaysia, Nepal, Israel, Mauritius, Cambodia, Vietnam, South Africa, Sri Lanka, Italy, Indonesia, Switzerland, Vietnam, Vatican, Austria, Hungary, Lithuania, Belgium, Netherlands, Germany, and Philippines. He is the recipient of the first doctoral degree in the Department of Business Administration in Annamalai University. He has a series of publications in national and international journals. He has authored and edited many books. His research guidance includes 62 PhD scholars for their doctoral degree, 23 MPhil scholars, and 200 MBA candidates. He has adjudicated doctoral 250 theses from both Indian universities and foreign universities. He has mobilized research, training, and consultancy grant to the tune of 3.25 crores. He was a team member in mobilizing 20 crores through RUSA. He has received more than 50 prestigious national and international awards and fellowships. In our university, he has encouraged to get integrated educational program 12B visit. We achieved NAT A grade in first cycle, NARF ranking participant. He has motivated our TNTU staff to complete successfully with his guidance. We achieved more. Until now, more than 1,500 virtual programs has been completed successfully by his motivation. And he also attended in all events and gave a wonderful presidential address and keynote address. After his retirement, he has attended as resource person in many virtual and non-virtual programs. Even after his retirement, his tireless work and his guidance, his educational service continues to serve the people till today. பஞ்சபூதங்களின் பெருமையினை பாரும் போற்றி இருக்கிறது. பஞ்ச பாண்டவர்களின் கதையினை பாரதமும் பேசி இருக்கிறது. பஞ்ச கவ்யத்தின் பலனை பாரம்பரியம் சொல்லி இருக்கிறது. துணைவேந்தர் மாண்பமை பஞ்சநகத்தின் ஆளுமையினை தமிழ்நாடு ஆசிரியர் கல்வியியல் பல்கலைக்கழகமும் புசித்திருக்கிறது. பிள்ளையாக பெற்ற மனம் பெருமை பெற்றிருக்கிறது. இணையாளாக வந்தவர்க்கு அருமை சேர்த்திருக்கிறது. தந்தையாக மகவிற்கு ஆனந்தம் அளித்திருக்கிறது. நட்புக்காக நண்பர் குலாம் நன்மை செய்திருக்கிறது. ஆசானாக மாணாக்கருக்கு பாக்கியம் கொடுத்திருக்கிறது. நல் அலுவலராக நிறுவனத்திற்கு புகழ் படைத்திருக்கிறது. நல் நேசனாக நமக்கு அன்பு கிடைத்திருக்கிறது. நல் மனிதனாக சமூகம் பயனை அடைந்திருக்கிறது. ஆண்மகனாக, துணைவராக, தகப்பனாக, நண்பராக, அலுவலராக, ஆசிரியராக, ஆலோசகராக, ஆபாந்து பாவனாக அன்பர்களை காக்கும் அம்மையப்பரான உமது வருகை தமிழ்நாடு ஆசிரியர் கல்வியியல் பல்கலைக்கழகத்தின் வரலாற்றின் ஒப்பிலா பக்கம். A sign of a good leader is not how many followers you have, but how many leaders you create. Like that, our former Vice Chancellor, who has made so many academic leaders, giving encouragement to others is a most welcome gift. For the results of it are lifted spirits, increased self-worth, and a hopeful future. Now, I wholeheartedly welcome our former Vice Chancellor, Professor N. Panchanadam sir, to deliver inaugural address. Please, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much for your brief introduction and the wonderful kavide about our sir, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am. I welcome our sir to deliver the inaugural address. Before that, I request you to accept our virtual bouquet, sir. Thank you, sir.
Am I audible?
Sir, you're audible,
Kekudha?
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Most respected authorities of both universities, Tamil Nadu Teachers Education University and MGR University, most respected organizing committee, I am tempted emotionally to speak about everyone, but totally I am given only 10 to 12 minutes. So I convey my blessings and wishes to all members of organizing committee, especially Professor Ganesan, who did very good welcome address. Professor Rajeshwari Madam, I'm very happy. She spoke good of me, well prepared. I'm happy. Whether I deserve, I don't know. But I am very happy. And other respected persons like Dr. Sharmila Madam, Geeta Madam, Radhika Madam, resource persons, Professor Navasubramani, and many ladies and gentlemen of this university and MGR University, very respected resource persons. Importantly, the dedicated participants, hundreds of participants, respected participants, time investing participants, ladies and gentlemen, very good morning to every one of you. So I give assurance that by 11 o'clock it has to be over, already little delay, so I will not take much of your time. My work in the name of inauguration is to congratulate all of you. Many names I told, many names I did not tell for want of time, but you are all in my heart and mind. So I congratulate all of you for taking efforts to disseminate knowledge. I used to tell these type of programs will give at least minimum 2 benefits. Either from great resource persons, you will get new insights. Sometimes you know everything. You will not get new. But even the known insights, we need reinforcement. Somebody should repeat it. And that is the reason teachers sometimes two, three times we repeat some concepts in the class. So in that way, it gives you very good repetition or reinforcement. In that way, I am very happy and congratulating both the organizing committee and the participants for involving yourself and investing your valuable time. You all will get very good dividend for this in appropriate time. So I am very happy to inaugurate this wonderful program. Thanks for the Teachers Education University friends and MGR University friends for having given me an opportunity to be with you this beautiful morning, maybe 10 to 15 minutes, but however you remember me, I am happy and grateful to you. Next, regarding this title, I have to take a few minutes and stop. The name of inauguration, out of this title, many things you have to pick up. Outcome-based education. Even today we see, for example, if we take our subject education, 18 lakh teacher trainees are coming out every year. 18 lakh. When they write a TET examination, more than 90% they don't pass. That means we give degree, they don't prove it. That means the outcome. We are given a degree, the outcome of the degree. Outcome of the degree, public they are questioning. But it is not only for this subject. You take engineers. Engineering service examination is conducted. All engineers are attending examination. More than 90% they don't qualify. So many subjects are like that. So this is the time, through this faculty development program, we should revisit our days, those days. If teacher teaches 1 + 1 2, we were so happy. We consider them as very big guru. But now, more than that, teachers should see that the students are settled well. Not only they should go for a job, sometimes they should make their own job. But studied under our guidance, studied in our classroom, studied in our program, the program outcome should be, you should be settled down well. Settled down well. Mr. Sundar Pichai, who is earning 2,000 crores per year, studied in this country. There are many persons, even 2,000 rupees job they don't get. So we teachers, we researchers should recall these 5 days repeatedly. We should think. We go for unit-wise outcome. We go course-wise outcome. We go program-wise outcome. We go for mapping. After doing all those things also, if our product is not sold, if our product does not get market, it has got some impact. At least school teachers are very happy. Sir, என்கிட்ட தான் படிச்ச பையன் ஹையர் எஜுகேஷன் B.Ed படிக்கிறாரு. ஒரு ஹையர் எஜுகேஷன் போனதுக்கே ஒரு சந்தோஷம். He becomes very happy. Teacher becomes very happy. என்கிட்ட தான் படிச்சாரு, IAS படிக்கிறாரு. Very happy. இப்போ கணேச சாரு என்னுடைய டீச்சரையும் நாங்க பார்த்தோம்னா, எங்க டீச்சர் கணேச சாரும் பஞ்சநாதமும் என்கிட்ட தான் பள்ளிக்கூடத்துல படிச்சாங்க, யூனிவர்சிட்டியில ப்ரொஃபஸரா இருக்காங்க. He is very happy. ஆனா ஹையர் எஜுகேஷன்ல நம்மள்கிட்ட படிக்கிற ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் நல்லா செட்டில் ஆகல அப்படின்னா அந்த பர்சன்டேஜும் ரொம்ப கம்மியா இருக்கு ஹையர் எஜுகேஷன்ல. So we all should revisit. That is the reason a police officer repeatedly I used to tell in many meetings, a police officer says that outcome, the topic of the day, outcome. அவர் சொல்றாரு பாருங்க, 25 வருஷத்துக்கு முன்னாடி நான் ஒரு சின்ன போலீஸ் ஆபீசரா சேரும்போது 10 பேர் கிரிமினல்ஸ் ஐ யூஸ் டு கேட்ச் எவரி டே. இதை பிடிக்கிட்டான், அதை அறுத்துட்டு ஓடிட்டான் அப்படின்னு கிரிமினல்ஸ் 10 பேர். ஒருத்தன் கூட 10ஆம் கிளாஸ் படிச்சவங்க கூட எல்லாம் ஸ்கூல் டிராப் அவுட் படிக்கவே இல்லை. பட் இன்னைக்கும் நான் 10 பேரை பிடிக்கிறேன். இன்னைக்கு 10 பேரை பிடிச்சா 10 பேரும் கிராஜுவேட். BA, BSc, BCom, BE, MBBS, B.Ed ஏதோ கிராஜுவேட். அப்ப நம்மளுடைய ப்ரோக்ராம் கோர்ஸ்லயோ சிலபஸ்லயோ மெத்தடாலஜிலயோ செயினை திருடுவது எப்படி, போனை பிடுங்கி கொண்டு ஓடுவது எப்படி அப்படின்னு நம்மகிட்ட கிடையாது. நம்ம சொல்லிக் கொடுக்கல. இன்னும் சொல்ல போனா நான்லாம் என் போனே ஒருத்தன் பிடிக்கிட்டு போயிட்டான். என் போனே ஒருத்தன் பிடிக்கிட்டு போயிட்டானே தவிர போனை பிடிக்கி கொடுக்கறது எப்படின்னு நம்ம சொல்லிக் கொடுக்கல. ஆனா we teachers become responsible. Outcome, நல்ல பிள்ளையா நல்ல வாழ்க்கையில செட்டில் ஆகல ஒரு பிள்ளை அப்படின்னு சொன்னோம்னா ப்ரோக்ராம் அவுட்கம் இஸ் நாட் குட். தட் இஸ் ஹவு சொசைட்டி சேஸ். இல்ல சார் நாங்க வந்து நல்ல மார்க் வாங்கி பாஸ் பண்ண வச்சுட்டோம்ல, அதோட ப்ரோக்ராம் அவுட்கம் ஓவர் அப்படின்னா ஒருத்தன் கேட்கறான். மார்க் பாஸ் பண்ண வச்சு இல்ல, அப்புறம் டெட் எக்ஸாம்ல எல்லாரும் ஃபெயில் ஆயிட்டான், 99% ஃபெயிலியே. அப்ப தியரியில சொல்லி கொடுத்ததுலேயே ஏதோ ப்ராப்ளம் இருக்கு வைக்கிறான். அதனால this outcome based education should be viewed very seriously. So preparation matters. நான் விளையாட்டா சொல்றேன், கதையை திருப்பி சொல்றேன். அதை சொல்லுவாங்கல்ல, பள்ளிக்கூடத்துல ஒரு வாத்தியார் போனாரு, ராமாயணத்துல இதை கண்டுபிடிச்சது யாருடா அப்படின்னு கேட்பாரு. கேட்ட உடனே அந்த பையன் சொல்றான், ராமாயணத்துல வில்ல உடைச்சது நான் இல்லை சாருமா. நான் இல்லைன்னு சொன்னோன்னு தமிழ் வாத்தியாரை கேட்பாரு, நீ பாடம் நடத்திக்கிட்டு இருக்க, அவன் நான் உடைக்கிறேன்னு சொல்றானையா அப்படின்னு கேட்பாரு. What to do? He says, he is telling, I have not broken the bow in Ramayana. That means the teacher says he's a good boy. He will never break. இது என்ன, அவன் உடைக்கலைங்கிறான், இவரு அவனை சப்போர்ட் பண்றாரு. அப்ப டீச்சிங் லேர்னிங் ப்ராசஸ் என்ன, ராமாயணம்னா என்ன, அவர் தான் நடத்திட்டு இருக்காரு. அவரு வாட் இஸ் ராமாயணா, வாட் இஸ் போ, ஹூ இஸ் ஜனக மகாராஜா, ஹூ இஸ் ராமா. So all these things, when he says I did not break it, there is some problem in preparation and presentation, both in methodology and preparation. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan ji used to go to his class for half 20 minutes late, and he has to come out 20 minutes at advance, but he is the best teacher. 20 minutes of our class ke. But you and I, what we can do in 60 minutes, he is able to do it in 20 minutes. Such a great teacher, best teacher. Even today we celebrate his birthday as Teachers' Day all over the country. So friends, the outcome matters. உங்கள்கிட்ட தான் படிச்சேன், கரெக்ட். Outcome matters. What he has become? Big businessman? Yes. Big teacher, professor? Yes. Big officer? Yes. If he does not become, then teacher takes responsibility. So the outcome should be like this, that the purpose for which he came for the studies, he should not only attain and mapping should be done. Beyond that, in the society, he must be well recognized. If he is not well recognized, the teacher, the education, the program, they are all taking responsibility. So the outcome is not good. That's what the society says. The outcome is not good. Therefore, friends, these 5 days, repeatedly, we all should think, listen to great personalities, that how we can go to class, 3-hour preparation for 1-hour class. Where methodology, there are 150 methods. Professor of methodology is here, Professor Ganesan sir. He used to tell, he used to teach. There are more than 150 methods. Drama is a method. Student-centric method. Drama is a method. Case study is a method. Quiz is a method. Conference is a method. This program, online program is a method. There are game is a method. Field visit is a method. Educational tour is a method. There are 150 methods. So you want to take a concept to the students through student-centric method, 1 hour class, how to conduct 3 hours, you have to prepare. Finally, the student should be well equipped. That means he must be all right. Whatever job for which he goes, he must get it. Whatever higher education he goes, students progresses, he must get it. If he does not get it, program outcome is not good. Outcome-based education. Outcome-based education. So in that way, friends, much more deliberations are going to happen these 5 days. I am very happy to inaugurate this wonderful program. Particularly, once again, I congratulate both the universities, authorities and officers of both the universities, respected organizing committees of both universities, respected participants for investing your valuable time for 5 days. You are going to get more insights. Apart from that, your own already existing insights are going to be reinforced so that you are going to shine as the best teacher in the world. That is my wish. That is my blessings to young teachers. With this note, I join all respected authorities of this university and MGR University in blessing all participants, in wishing all participants, in guiding and appreciating all members of organizing committee for contributing for the development of this country through this faculty development program for 5 days, particularly on the name of outcome-based education. Sure, the history will remember, participants will remember gratefully all these 2 universities forever. God bless all. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Best wishes.
Thank you very much,
sir.
sir.
Thank you,
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank
Your
you.
speech was a thought-provoking, sir. Thank you very much once again, sir. And also it made us very enthusiastic, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir. Now I may call upon Dr. V. Radhika ma'am, Additional Registrar, Dr. MGR Educational University and Research Institute Faculty of Education, who is well known for her excellency in her work. For felicitation, ma'am, please, ma'am. Before that, I kindly request you to accept our virtual bouquet, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. A very warm good morning to one and all present here on this online forum. I thank wholeheartedly Tamil Nadu Teachers Education University for collaborating with our university in jointly organizing this 5-day online program, an FDP on outcome-based education. I extend a very warm welcome and my gratitude to the guests of honor of today's program, Professor P. Ganesan, COE, Registrar Madam, TNTUE, and our esteemed Professor N. Panchanathan Sir, former VC, TEU. I thank our well-informed resource person of the day, Dr. Sohel Rana Sarkar, for sharing his knowledge and having consented to meet all our past participants today. As rightly pointed out by Professor Panchanathan, the outcome of our education system becomes very important and significant for a successful well-being and of any individual going through any education system. As rightly pointed out by our professor, any education system is a failure if we are not able to produce a well-matured and nurtured human being at the end of the program, whatever he is enrolled for. So not only a successful career, but also a successful person who can contribute to the well-being of the society is what any education system should produce. So hence, I request all the participants of this 5-day program to understand the concepts of outcome-based learning and to contribute in the upliftment of the society. Because as teachers, it is our untold responsibility in bringing up the goodness and nurturing the goodness of a person. So holistic development of an individual is what is the most important, significant outcome of any education, which has been rightly accepted by all people around the world. So I congratulate our principal madam and her most dedicated team in organizing this 5-day FDP program on this outcome-based education, which is a need of the hour for all teachers who are going to contribute to the society as a forerunners. So I thank you, madam, and I thank everyone for giving me this opportunity. I wish best of luck to the organizers, to the resource person, and also to all the participants who are going to have a wonderful time, and they're going to take home a lot of things from this 5-day FDP program. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for organizing the event and giving me the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much for your graceful felicitation, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am. Dear participants, now we are moving on to the first session. I am handing over the session to Dr. Sohail Rana Sarkar, Assistant Professor, Department of Education, Ingalgang Mahavidyalaya, West Bengal. He done his PhD in education in Alagappa University. He also completed his PG diploma in guidance and counseling and also in yoga education. He completed NET JRF under UGC, and also he completed SLET in West Bengal. He was awarded Maulana Azad National Award. He published this article in nearly 30 publications. So, I told only little about him. Sir, kindly take over the session, sir.
So thank you so much for the opportunity. I am very much grateful and more than honored for the session which you have given to me. It's a great opportunity to me. Thank you so much. And I am very much grateful to all of you. I'm very much honored. Now, I'm welcoming you all, dear participants, and all the professors and respected persons over here. As a greeting, I chant the Vedic mantra for the welcome to all of you. Ashato ma shadgamaya, tamasho ma jatirgamaya, miturma amritangamaya, om shanti, shanti, shanti hai. It means, Almighty, please lead us from the illusion to reality. Lead us from the ignorance to knowledge, and lead us from death to immortality. Almighty, please give peace upon us, peace in nature, peace in divine forces. Thank you so much. So now we are going to our technical session. We need to talk about the outcome-based education. So for that regard, I am going to share my screen. So is it visible to you, ma'am?
Yes, sir, it's
Yes,
visible.
sir, it is visible, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. So we will be discussing on today we'll be discussing on outcome-based education. Outcome-based education. So why we are discussing on this topic? Why it is important to discuss about outcome-based education? In back of the mind, we need to think what is the reason to discuss this topic in this present day. Outcome-based education. These three words make this concept. So back of the mind, what we are thinking about it. So is there anything happen in our education system which is not based on the outcome we desired? That is the problem. That is the big problem in our country. India is the country of 140 crore people, having a big education system in our country, but leading us in a wrong direction. So that's why it is a need of art to discuss this topic, the outcome-based education. It somehow it lead us blink us that the outcome of the education system is not as per the requirement. So this is the important thing we need to discuss. What is the desired outcome should we have in our education system? So if we discuss about the outcome, back of the mind, we also have the notion about the process and input. Without input and process, we cannot decide the outcome. And if we are producing not the important thing, or not the desired thing, not the achievable thing, that means we are making our mistake in the term of input and process. So we need to reconstruct our process, reconstruct our uh, activity to have a good outcome in our education system. So as we are discussing about the outcome of education, we are facing lot of problem in the perspective of outcome of education. That's why recently the news are trending of like unemployment and unemployability. The two term is upcoming in our news every day. This is the burning issue of our country, and in every day we are having this kind of news that 50% of the graduate candidate is not employable. They are unemployable. Through the education system of India, we are producing unemployable youth in our country. We know we have a very high number of youth in our country. Like we have we have like 50 crore people as a youth in our country. But if you direct them in a wrong way or wrong direction, that is very harmful to our nation also. So we need to rethink about it. We need to reconstruct about our education system. So this kind of situation is occurring in our nation, and that's why we are facing so much problem in the system of education. So if we are facing so many problems in our education system, it needs to be done something good for it. We need to contribute ourselves. We need to have a willpower. We need to have a desire. So if we need to change the system, then obviously we need to have a willpower, or we have a dream. We need to have a dream. So if as I mentioned here, but there is will, there is a way. If we want to change the system, if we want to desire to change the system of education, then we need to do something for it. So as mentioned by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, you need to have a dream. If you want to change anything, you must have a dream. If you want to be something in life, you must have a dream. And after having the dream, according to your dream, you need to acquire you need to acquire knowledge continuously, and you need to hard work, and you need to have the perseverance. You should not afraid of failure. So if you have that kind of desire, if you have that kind of will back of the mind, then we obviously we can change the system of education for our people, for our student. But if you have not that kind of willpower or desire, it is not possible to change. So that's why we need that kind of enthusiasm, that kind of willpower, and that kind of desire to change the education system. So as we know, as we think back of the mind, that will convert as our words. As our words, that will convert our work. And as our work, that will convert as our behavior. And as our behavior, that will convert into our character. And the character will convert it into the future. But for the future, if we consider the thought process or thinking back of the mind, that is highly correlated. So it's starting from the thought process and ending to the future. So it is highly correlated. So if you want to have a good future in nearer time, you must have a thought, you must have a desire, you must have a willpower in back of the mind. So if you have that kind of willpower, the solution is outcome-based education. If you have that kind of desire to change the education, the solution is outcome-based education. So what is outcome-based education? What is outcome-based education? The education system, the foundation of education system based on its outcome only, based on its result only. Result-driven education system, as per the need of society, as per the need of country, as per the need of the global perspective, we need to produce our students. That will be called the outcome-based education system. Outcome-based education system is a system where all the parts and aspects are focused on the outcome of the courses. The student take up courses with a certain goal of developing skill and gaining knowledge, and they have to complete the goal by the end of the course. There is no specific style or time limit of learning. The student can learn as per their choice. The faculty members, moderators, and instructor guide the student based on the target outcome. That is the main focus of outcome-based learning. In this regard, I am remembering one quote by Max Lucado, the American author, American famous author. He is well said that every person is unique. Every person is unique. So we can consider every student is unique to us. They are different. One suit may not fit all of them. So we need to recognize that thing. We need to feel that matter. And according to them, we need to tailor their suit for each and every student. So this is the main motto of the outcome-based education. Outcome-based education simply it means that your education must have the outcome driven. So in next, the big daddy of outcome-based education, William Spady, the father of OBE, he said OBE is clearly focusing and organizing everything in the educational system around the essential for all the students to do successfully at the end of their learning experiences. It starts with a clear picture of what is important for a student. What is important for a student to be able to do, then organize the curriculum, instruction, and assessment to make sure that the learning happens. This definition clearly points to the desired result of the education, which is the learning outcomes. This is made up of knowledge, understanding, skills, and attitude that the students should acquire to make them reach their full potential and lead fulfilling lives as individual in the community and at work. So according to him, the main focus is what is important for the student. This is the main focus of the quality of the outcome-based education. What is important for the student? We need to have a clear picture what is important for the student and for their life, for their near future, what is important. If you have that kind of knowledge, and having that knowledge, after having that knowledge, we need to interconnect each other and have the clear picture of their problems. And we need to draw out the importance of the student. After having all these things, having the important aspect of the student, we need to organize our curriculum. In second step, in first step, we identify importance of our student. In second step, according to the importance of our student, we need to design our curriculum. As simple as it is. At first, we need to identify the important aspect of the student. What is important for the student that we need to identify. Then secondly, we need to organize the curriculum on the basis of students important, and then deliver this curriculum to the student. As an authority, as a teacher, as a stakeholder, we need to deliver that curriculum to make their achievement. And at the time of deliver, at the time of instruction, we need to assess again and again. Throughout the way of instruction, we need to assess, to be in track, to get our weaknesses, to help the student in every possible way. We need to assess. Through the assessment, the student also have the clear-cut picture. And also we, as an instructor, as an authority of an institution, or maybe the governing body, they also have the clear picture. What is the problem? Where is the problem? How we can solve? That is the part of assessment. And make sure that the learning happens. The main target is the learning that should be happen in right way. So that is the thing of outcome-based education. And through the learning, student must have the clear knowledge, understanding, skill, and attitude for their community and for their work life. Knowledge, understanding, skills, and attitude. Knowledge and understanding. They need to have the clear picture of the perspective. And after that, they need to practice it. After having the practice, they make them skillful. And they have also the right attitude. Attitude based on the value system. Value-driven attitude. So that become, after having all this perspective, they become a human being. They become a human being. They may be a doctor, they may be a professor, they may be an engineer, but after having this value, after following the value system, they become at first a human being. That is very important. So this is the outcome-based education. So we need to discuss now what is the fourth principle of outcome-based education. This fourth principle suggested by William Spady. William Spady suggested this fourth principle. One is clarity of focus, designing down high expectations, expanded opportunities. These are the four basic principles of outcome-based education. An outcome-based education curriculum means starting with a clear picture of what is important for the student to be able to do. Then organizing the curriculum, instruction, and assessment to make sure this learning ultimately happens. This is the main thing of OBE, as we earlier discussed. Now, clarity of focus means that everything teachers do must be clearly focused on what they want student to know, student to understand, student to be able to do. In other words, teachers should focus on helping students to develop the knowledge, skill, and personalities that will enable them to achieve the intended outcome that have been clearly articulated. That should be clearly mentioned. Clear in everything, what you want to teach, what you want to achieve, for the student. How student will achieve that, and through which they will achieve. You need to clear in every perspective. Designing down. After having the clarity, you need to design the curriculum. And curriculum start with a clear definition of intended outcome that students are to achieve by the end of the program. Once this has been done, all instructional decisions are then made to ensure achieve this desired end result. And then high expectation. The third principle of OBE is high expectation. What it means? It means teachers should establish high and challenging standard of performance in order to encourage students to engage deeply in what they are learning. Helping students to achieve high standard is linked very closely with the idea of successful learning promotes more successful learning. Initially, when you become success, it strive for the next success. And the previous success drive you the next success. This is the main idea. So the idea that successful learning promotes more successful learning and expanded opportunities. What is mean? Expanded opportunity. Teacher must strive to provide expanded opportunities for all students. This principle is based on the idea that not all learners can learn the same thing in same way and in the same time. As we discussed, everyone is different. In psychology, we know the individual is different, the concept of individual difference. Everyone is different. Everyone is unique. So it is not possible for every learner to learn the same thing in same way or in same time. In this regard, we follow the Benjamin Bloom. The developer, Benjamin Bloom is the developer of mastery learning, we know. And the mastery learning is based on the model of Coral's model of school learning. Coral observed that when a heterogeneous group of students receive the same instruction, same in terms of amount, quality, and time, achievement is normally distributed. Otherwise, in contrary, if the type and quality of instruction and time allowed are adjusted to the need of each student, for everyone, you need to tailor the different thing. If you adjusted your time, if you adjusted your instruction, if you adjusted the type of the instruction, then the majority of students can achieve the mastery. That this is the main principle. You should expand your opportunities. From your side, you give all the opportunity, all the possible way. You need to open all the possible way to the student. So these are the main 4 principles of OBE, outcome-based education. So after having the discussion about outcome-based education, we can realize the important benefit of OBE. These are the 4 important benefits. Clarity, flexibility, comparison, and involvement. Clarity. The focus on outcomes creates a clear expectation of what needs to be accomplished by end of the course. The student will understand what is expected to them, and teacher will know what they need to teach during the course. Clarity is important over years of institution when team teaching is involved. Each team member or year in institution will have a clear understanding of what needs to be accomplished in each class or each level, allowing students to progress. Those designing and planning the curriculum are expected to work backwards once an outcome has been decided upon, they must determine what knowledge or skill will be required to reach the outcome. You have a clear picture of all this. What you are going to be accomplished, what would be the course, how you will deliver. You need to have the clear picture on it. So next is flexibility. Previously, we discussed that we need to change, we need to provide our every possible way. For that, the teacher have the flexible position. You have no any time bound. You have no any boundary for your instructional technique. You can use any instructional technique as you wish. Instructor will be able to structure their lesson around the student's need. Outcome-based education does not specify a specific method of instruction, leaving instructor free to teach their student. You have free hand using any method. You will be using any method to teach your student. Instructor will also be able to recognize diversity among students by using various teaching assessment technique during their classes. OBE is meant to be student-centered learning model. Student is the primary focus area. At the time of teaching learning process, student will be in center. Teachers are meant to guide and help the student understand the material in any way necessary. Static guides and group work are some of the method instructor can also use to facilitate the student during their learning. So you need to focus the outcome and how they will achieve, how the your student will achieve that outcome. You need to facilitate that. Every possible way you need to open to them for their achievement, for their outcome. And third benefit is the comparison. On the basis of you as an individual, on the basis of your as an institution, you may compare yourself. It is a big opportunity of outcome-based education. And as a student, as a learner, they also can compare. What is there as a teacher, as an instructor, you can also make a comparison. And as a student, you may also make a comparison. As an institution, you may also make a comparison. OBE provide an opportunity for comparison across institution and individual. Institution can look at what outcome a student has achieved to decide what level the student would be at within a new institution. On an institution level, institution can compare themselves by checking to see what outcomes they have in common and find places where they may need to improve themselves. Based on the achievement of outcomes at other institutions, the ability to compare outcome to determine what credit to award to the student. The clearly articulated outcome should allow institution to assess the student achievement rapidly, leading to increased movement of student. This outcome also work for institution to work for the transition. A potential employer can also look at the record of the employee. And in every possible way, they can compare to with the others. So through the comparison, they can have the clear picture. And the fourth benefit is the involvement. Student involvement in the classroom is a key part of outcome-based education. The key feature of the outcome-based education. Students are expected to do their own learning so that they gain a full understanding of material. Increased student involvement allows a student to full responsible and community involvement. They are responsible for their own learning. They should learn more through this individual learning technique. Another aspect of involvement is parental and community involvement. While developing the curriculum or making changes in the curriculum, the involvement of parents and community and society and the need of the nation should be considered at the time of framing the curriculum. The parents, community, society, and nation asked to give their input in order to upload the standard of the curriculum and to ensure that the student will prepare for the life after their institution, after their education. So these are the main benefit of OBE. Now, what are the component of outcome-based education? These are the basic component, the main component of outcome-based education. Learning outcome, curriculum design, assessment and evaluation, teaching and learning strategies, feedback and continuous improvement, program evaluation, and accreditation. These are the basic component of outcome-based education. Sorry. Excuse me. Thank you. So, outcome-based education is an educational approach that focuses on defining a specific learning outcome, as we discussed. To have this specific learning outcome, we need to follow a specific direction. And you need to divide in different components. In every component, we need to be clear, we need to be focused, we need to be conscious to have our outcome, our desired outcome. So what is learning outcome? And what about the learning outcome? The core component of OBE is to clear and measurable learning outcome. In OBE, you need to have a clear learning outcome which should be measurable. Through any parameter, through any valid and reliable parameter, you may measure, you may track your achievement. So that is key factors. That is very important aspect in outcome-based education. And then second, the curriculum design. OB requires a well-designed curriculum that aligns with the desired learning outcome. As your learning outcome, you need to design your curriculum. Following your learning outcome, you need to design your curriculum. So through that curriculum, student achieve the desired outcome. The curriculum should specify the sequence of course, learning activities, and assessment methods that will enable the student to achieve their desired outcome. And then assessment and evaluation. Assessment and evaluation is very important part in outcome-based education. OB emphasized the importance of ongoing and authentic assessment to measure student achievement of the learning outcome. Assessment method may include written exam, project, portfolio, presentation, practical, performance-based activities, or performance-based evaluation, skill-based evaluation. You may follow any of this, or you may construct your own to evaluate your student. Are they in right track? Are they achieving their learning outcome? How much they are achieving? If any particular student facing problem to achieve that learning outcome or any of them dropped out, you may consider them, and having this outlook, you may produce your best possible way to them to come back in the mainstream. So this is the main principle of assessment and evaluation. And teaching and learning strategy. As an instructor, as a teacher, you have a free hand. In outcome-based education, you have a free hand. According to your knowledge, according to your expertise, you may design your own teaching learning style. OB encourages the use of student-centered teaching approach that engages students actively in learning process. Instructional methods should be designed to help the student to acquire the design knowledge and skills. This may involve active learning technique, problem-solving technique, collaborative project, teamwork, real-world application. These are the practical aspects you may follow. And feedback and continuous improvement is the key feature of outcome-based education, key component of outcome-based education. You need to have continuous feedback, and through the continuous feedback, you need to improve yourself continuously. As an instructor, as an institution, as a policy maker, you need to have the continuous feedback. You have to have that. Through the feedback, you have the clear picture of the real life problem, and then you may continuously improve yourself to achieve your desired outcome, desired learning outcome. And program evaluation and accreditation. In outcome-based evaluation, in outcome-based education, program evaluation and accreditation is one of the key factors. OB requires systematic program evaluation to ensure that the desired outcome are being achieved or not. This evaluation process helps institutions identify areas for improvement, make necessary adjustment to the curriculum and teaching method or assessment strategies, and maintain accreditation standard. For the accreditation standard, for the program evaluation, you need to have to follow all these things. So next, we'll be discussing on vision and mission of OBE. Vision and mission of OBE. So outcome-based education is guided by a vision and mission that shape its objective and principle, while the specific vision and mission statement may vary depending on the context of and institution. But the vision of outcome-based education is to provide a learner-centered educational experience that prepares the student to success in their personal, academic, and professional lives. It envisions an educational system that focuses on producing graduates who possess the knowledge, skill, attitude, and values necessary to meet the demands of a rapidly changing world. The main vision is to produce something meaningful student who are ready to serve the nation, serve the society, serve the global problem. They are able, they have the power to change. They have the power to make something big, something meaningful. So this is the main vision of outcome-based education. And mission of outcome-based education, we can discuss the mission of outcome-based education with following points. The first one is define the clear learning outcome. As a mission of outcome-based education, we need to define our learning outcome clearly. what should we achieve, or what we want to achieve through the learning process, what we want to achieve. That should be defined clearly very first as our mission statement, as a mission. And according to the learning outcome, we need to design our curricula. We need to design our curricula, syllabus. And then we need to implement it. Implement student-centered teaching learning. That curricula we need to deliver. That is our mission. And on the process of delivering, on the process of implementing, we continuously assess and evaluate the student learning. This is the mission. And the student will enable through this process, through the system of OBE, student will become the lifelong learner. This is the mission of OBE. In Bengali proverb, there is one saying, Jabud bachi tabut shiki. It means your learning will start in cradle and end in grave. Lifelong education. Education never ends. Your learning will never end. So we will enable the student with that philosophy. And we obviously through the outcome-based education will promote the accountability and quality assurance. We need to follow the quality matter. Quality matters. The outcome-based education follow the demand and supply philosophy. As the demand of market, as the demand of society, as the demand of nation or global perspective, you need to produce that material. So in education system, we are producing the learner. So we need to produce that kind of learner who are enabled to contribute in the society, in the industry, in the nation, in the global perspective to solve the problem. That is the main philosophy, the main mission of outcome-based education. So at the time of accreditation, at the time of website development of any institution, we also mention in our vision and mission statement in the website in a written form. So you need to follow at the time of mission statement, we need to describe why the organization exists and why it does what it does. This is the main theme of the mission statement. Why the organization exists, why it does, and what it does. And it will answer, the mission statement will answer what do we do, what make us different. And mission statement talks about the present leading to its future. What we are doing in present, what we are taking, what are the steps we are taking to fulfill our dream. That is this is the key feature of the mission statement. And following the vision statement, we make our mission statement. What is the vision? Vision statement is the futuristic aspect, a statement that describes the ideal future state of the organization, where we want to be, where do we aim to be. This is the main focus of vision. The vision statement will talk about our future, where we'll stand in next 5 years. So this is the important perspective of vision statement. Then we'll be discussing the program educational objective. These three things, vision, mission, and program educational objective are correlated, highly correlated to each other. highly correlated to each other. According to the vision, we make our mission. According to the mission, we arrange our program educational objective. What is program educational objective? Program educational objective are statements that describe the expected accomplishment and career advancement of graduates of a specific educational program. Program educational objectives are typically formulated by the program's faculty and the stakeholders and serve as a guide for designing and evaluating the program's curriculum. This objective reflects the long-term goals of the program and highlight the intended outcome of the graduate. Program educational objective. What are the key point of it? The key point of it focus on graduate success, future oriented, stakeholder involvement, measurable and time bound, influence curriculum design, and continuous improvement. These are the key points of program educational objective. Focus on graduate success. Program educational objective articulate the aspiration for what graduate of the program should achieve in their professional careers and personal life. The objective go beyond immediate employment and encompass broader aspect of success, such as professional growth, leadership, entrepreneurship, lifelong learning, and societal contribution. Future orientation. Program educational objectives are typically developed in collaboration with the various stakeholders, including faculty, industry, professionals, alumni, students, accrediting bodies, etc. This ensures that the objective reflect a shared understanding of program's purpose and align with the need and expectation of the different stakeholders. Why you need to communicate with all stakeholders to make your program educational objective such? For an example, you are producing engineers or you are producing teacher. So you need to have the clear-cut picture. What is the present status of teacher in the country? What are the problems? Are they recruiting or not? Are they having their job or not? After completion of the course, what they are doing? Why they are doing this? This all the question. You collect all the answer of the question. You need to have the clear picture. Such as you are, as an example, you are producing engineers. So you need to have all the clear-cut picture of engineers. After completion of the course, are they are getting their job or not? If they are getting, what they are facing, what problem they are facing in their job. If they are not getting the job, why they are not getting the job? Are they employable or not? If they are not employable, why they are not employable? In market, you need to find out the demand. And after having the clear picture, after having the demand perspective, you need to produce. So that is the main feature of the outcome-based education. And you need to define it in program educational objective. This is the main part of the stakeholders involvement. Measurable and time bound. Program educational objectives are formulated in a manner that allows the assessment and evaluation. You need to state your program educational objective, and those objectives can be measurable with a time frame. You are not going to state your give your statement on program educational objective that will achieve this thing or that thing with 5-10 years or 20 years. In a specific program, what you are going to achieve, that you need to imbibe there, that you need to state there, and that particular objective should be measurable, and that should be achievable in specific short time duration, the course duration, the program. And this is followed the SMART perspective. SMART means specific, S for specific, M SMART, M for measurable, A for achievable, R for relevant, and T for time based. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time based. Your program educational objective should be SMART. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time based. Influence, and next one is influence curriculum design. Program educational objectives guide the design and development of the program curriculum, instructional strategies, and assessment method. They provide a framework for aligning learning outcome, courses, and teaching approaches with the desired guided outcomes. And we need to have the continuous improvement. Lastly, program educational objectives are regularly reviewed. It should be regularly reviewed, continuously reviewed. And after revision, not after revision, simultaneously with the revision, with the review, we should refine it. We should refine it again and again throughout our program, throughout our courses. We need to review simultaneously. We need to refine. We need to review and refine, review and refine. This process will continue from start to end, and through which we can improve ourselves. We can improve the course. We can improve the program. We can make it as the market demands. So this is the program educational objective. And as I earlier said, the vision, mission, and program educational objective is highly correlated. Vision informs the mission, and mission guided the POEs, program educational objectives, and POEs aligned with the vision. Program educational objective fulfill the vision of the institution through the mission statement. Vision informs mission. It means the vision statement provides the overarching direction and inspiration for the educational program. It influences the formulation of mission statement. It influences the formulation of mission statement. From the vision statement, mission statement will become. And mission formulation of it influence vision statement influence the mission statement by guiding the program purpose, values, broad objective, etc. The mission statement is derived from the vision, ensure that the program's specific goal and strategies align with overall vision. Mission guides the PEO's, program educational objective. The mission statement serves as a guiding framework. The mission statement is a guide for the PEOs. The objectives are formulated based on the program's mission and reflect the desired accomplishment and attributes to graduate that fulfill the mission. PEOs provide a tangible expression of the mission. Tangible expression, the practical expression. You need to you need to make your statement in POs, which will be the tangible one. Practically, it is possible to achieve. And PEOs align with the vision. All the statement which you are describing in your PEOs, it will fulfill your vision through the mission statement. So this is the basic relationship of vision, mission, and program educational objective. So as we are discussing the outcome-based education, we know about the NEP 2020 National Education Policy. The government of India published a policy in 2020 after long years for the reformation of the education system. There in NEP, we emphasize the practicality of education. What is the result of education? We are emphasis on that. In this matter, the outcome-based education system is very much relevant. And also the NEP, National Education Policy, also emphasizes on our indigenous perspective, our culture, our values. There are also emphasis on that. So with the combination of outcome-based education and the Indian perspective, the indigenous perspective, with following the values and culture and tradition, we may follow a model of education to fulfill our dream, which also follow the outcome-based education and which also follow our indigenous sentiments. So where the education should be combination of Aparavidya and Paravidya. What is Aparavidya and what is Paravidya? Aparavidya means the sensory knowledge, the intellectual knowledge, the empirical knowledge, which is based on the information we gathered we gathered this kind of knowledge through the information. And Paravidya, it is based on our values, our self-realization, our self-discovery, the ultimate truthfulness. This is the Paravidya, which is the core competence of our Indian education system. So combining this both aspect, we follow our modern education system. So this is the model I'm trying to develop. In education, we'll combine the Paravidya and Aparavidya. With the combination of Aparavidya and Paravidya, an individual become a problem solver. An individual become a hero. Educated people become a sustainable problem solver. They solve their own problem and simultaneously they serve the society, nation, and in global perspective. So after having the combination of Paravidya and Aparavidya, they gain their knowledge, they gain their skill, they gain their attitude, they gain their they achieve their goal, and ultimately they solve their own problem and others' problem simultaneously. I want to add one more thing here, that so many people we are thinking that after having all the things, after having so much money, after having the knowledge, after having the success in life, after that we'll help other. So this notion, this thinking is I think this thinking is not good for the society. Simultaneously we should do, simultaneously we we educate ourselves and we educate others. Simultaneously, we succeed for ourselves. We try to succeed, we try to help others for their success. Through the education, we are becoming economically strong, economically stable. Simultaneously, we should help other people who need the help in economic background. Simultaneously, we do. After having this, we'll do this. This kind of notion is not, I think, good for any society or any nation to develop. Simultaneously, we should do. So after having the knowledge of outcome-based education and also following our NEP 2020, we may follow this kind of educational model which will help us to achieve our goal. As we know, as we discussed earlier, in education system, if we give importance in output, we need to do our best. We need to give all the contribution in the process of input and in the perspective of processing the input into the output. So this is the process of any system: input, process, and output. So if we want to have the good output, we must put our best in as a input and process it in a right manner. Then we can desire a good output. In education system, there is three pillars. As we all know, there are three pillars. One is the authority, one is teacher, and one is the learner. They are the stakeholder of the education system. If you want to change any education system, particularly in India, it's a huge nation. It's a huge country with 140 crore people. So it's not easy. But as I earlier said, if you have the willpower, if you have the dream, then we can do. We all need to have that kind of willpower and dream to change our system. So all the stakeholders need to have that kind of dream and willpower. As an authority, we should understand the real life problem, the real life context, get all the information and interconnect them. Comprehensively interconnect them, rigorously interconnect them. And after having the clear picture, we need to plan for the education system. And following the plan, we need to support and execute. We need to support every stakeholder under the authority and support them as much as possible in every possible way, and try to execute the plan. And continuously have the feedback. As an authority, you need to have the feedback continuously from the ground reality. From the grassroots level, you need to have the feedback continuously. And continuously having feedback, you need to understand again and interconnect again the problems and the situation in grassroots level, and replan again and re-support them to all the stakeholders, and execute again and execute. And after that, after simultaneously, you have your feedback and then again understand and interconnect. This is the process for the authority to follow. And the next stakeholder, the teacher, the instructor, they also have the big role in the education system. According to Swami Vivekananda, every teacher need to have this four principal aspect. Every teacher should have the power of empowering, power of empowerment. You, as a teacher, you may empower your student. You should have that kind of power to motivate others. You must have the knowledge. You should be knowledgeable. And you should be sinless and selfless. Selfless in terms of everything, in terms of money, fame, name, everything. You need to have this kind of principal aspect as a teacher. In our education system, there are, as I know, there are 6 type of teacher. One is Adhyapak. They only have the information. One is Upadhyaya. They have the information and they are knowledgeable. Acharya, they have information, they're knowledgeable, and they have the skill set. Pandit, they have all the previous aspect like information, knowledge, and skill, and deep insight. Drishta, they have information, knowledge, skill, deep insight, and visionary with critical thinking. And the last one is Guru, who have all the aspect like information, knowledge, skill, deep insight, the visionary perspective, and ultimately he is the awakened soul. So as a teacher, what is our position? We are in the position of Adhyapak, Upadhyaya, Acharya, Pandit, or Drishta or Guru. Please let me know in the comment section. What is our position? We need to target, we need to desire to become a Guru, to have all the qualities of teacher. We need to have information, we need to have knowledge, we need to have skill, we need to have the deep insight, we need to have the visionary perspective, and we try to become a awakened soul. At least we need to dream it. So as I earlier mentioned, where there is a will, there is a way. And next, the student. Next, the student. Next, sorry. Yes. Next, the student. The student must have 5 qualities. In our ancient India, one Sanskrit slok is there. Kako chesta bako dhyanam, swano nidra tathaivacha, alpohari grihatyagi, vidyarthi pancha lakshanam. Vidyarthi means learner. They have pancha lakshanam, 5 characteristics, 5 minimum characteristics they have as a learner, as a student. Kako chesta, they need to have the quality of hard work. They must try their maximum. Dhyana, bhakot dhyana, dhyan, consciousness, focus. They need to have the consciousness power, focus, uninterrupted attention power. Why we are not able to conscious anything, focus anything? Because we are practicing in the contrary. We are not focusing anything. We are scrolling down all the social networks like Insta, Facebook, WhatsApp. We are using short. We are using YouTube. So we need to try to make our consciousness uninterrupted attention. Kako chesta bako dhyanam swano nidra. Activeness. As a student, as a learner, we should active. We should very active, proactive. Alpohari griyatyagi vidyarthi pancha lakshanam. Alpohar, minimum food. Food means not in the term of physical food. Food means all the things which we are taking. For eye, we are like we are watching movies throughout the day. That is also the food. So we should limit it. We should optimize it. We are hearing music throughout the day. It is also a food. We are thinking bad things throughout the day, negative things. It is also the food. So the five sensory organ, we know through the five sensory organ and mind, we are taking so many things from the outer world to our inner world. So these all are food. We need to optimize it. And grihotyagi, it means we need to out of our comfort zone. As a student, we should not follow the comfort. We need to sacrifice to achieve our goal. We should ready to sacrifice. So these are the five characteristics as a student we need to have. So in education system, as an authority, as an authority, we may follow this model. As a teacher, we want to, at least we dream to be that type of teacher as Swami Vivekananda suggests, or earlier I discussed the 6 type of teacher. At least we should dream to become a guru. And as a student, we need to minimum level, we need to follow 5 characteristics. These 5 characteristics. And after that, we to make our India proud, to make our India Gurudev to all the nation again. We make the teamwork. The all stakeholder like authority, teacher, and learner combinedly work together for the achievement, for this achievement, for the purpose of our main education system, to achieve our ultimate goal. So here I want to identify a point. You can observe that a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. It's an example. It's a very good and interesting example of teamwork. A and B whole square. What they produce? A square plus 2ab plus b square. They produce, A and B produce A square and B square. But in extra they produce 2ab. This is the power of teamwork. If you want to have a higher goal, you want to achieve a higher goal, you need to have a good team. And teamwork is mandatory for to achieve the higher goal, to achieve a big goal. And after all the discussion, learner is the key party. They are the principal party. Learner's responsibility for learning. In OBE, outcome-based education, students are responsible for their own learning and progress. Nobody can learn for the learner. It is only the learner himself or herself who can drive to learn. Thus, learning is a personal matter. Teachers can only facilitate that learning, define a learning outcome to be achieved, and assist the student to achieve this outcome. The student have the bigger responsibility to achieve those outcomes. Once in a book of Swami Vivekananda, Education, the book name is Education. There, Swami Vivekananda said, nobody can teach anyone. Nobody can teach. So learner have it's their own sole responsibility to learn. And we need to have And learner need to have that kind of willpower, that kind of dream to be something big in their life. So for all of us, as a last note, with the quotation of Swami Vivekananda, I'm ending my session. Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. So we need to have the willpower, we need to have the desire, and we need to acquire a continuously we need to acquire knowledge, we need to hard work, and we follow the perseverance. And there is a saying in the book of the book name is The Alchemist. There is one quotation: when you want something, the whole universe conspires in order for you to achieve it. So if you desire, if there is a power, there is a willpower in you, if you desire strongly, then it will happen. So if we desire for the change in the education system, it will happen. वो हिंदी में एक मूवी आया था ना, ओम शांति ओम, उसमें शाहरुख खान यही चीज बोला था, अगर किसी चीज को दिल से चाहो तो पूरी कायनात उसे तुमसे मिलाने की कोशिश में लग जाती है. So if you want, then you can achieve. At first I discussed that as we think, our future will be. So with that note, I conclude, I sum up this lecture. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. It was an undergoing session, sir. It's a really super interesting. The vision and mission of art-based education you explained was an extremely knowledgeable one, sir. And also you explained about the Aparavidya and Paravidya of education was also very useful to us. And also about the 6 steps of teacher also very useful to us, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you once again, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
sir.
Mr.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
For your time. Thank you so much.
Very informative session. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
I take this. Any feedback, queries from participant side? Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. I take this opportunity to thank Professor P. Ganesan, sir, Controller of Examinations, Tamil Nadu Teacher Education University, for the who welcomed the gatherings in this kind words. And also Professor N. Panjanadam, sir, for his wisdom words. Dr. B. Radhika, ma'am, for her blessed speech, and Dr. Sohail Nana, sir, for his wonderful session. And also I thank all the dignitaries, staffs, and the participants for spending their valuable time with us and made the faculty development program session a successful one. Thank you all. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Your the feedback link will be posted in the comment box. You have to fill it.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, all the participants kindly fill the feedback form, which will be posted in the chat box. Thank you. Thank you all.
Afternoon session again 1:50. All of you resume. No second session of today.
The afternoon session will be starting at 2 o'clock. All participants kindly be you can come into the link by 1:50.
Kindly fill your feedback form, otherwise the certificate will not be given for you. So many have asked me whether if you are registered, we will be getting a certificate. It's not like that. You have to attend, and filling up of your feedback form is very important. Thank you all. Thank you very much.